Also 150 DTSI Bajaj, and they didn't want me to do any stupid shit, but yeah, we ended up doing it anyway. None other than the legendary RX 135 5-speed. That was a risky overtake. So it was none other than the RX 100 5-speed, RX 135, sorry, 5-speed gearbox. That, man, what a bike it was. It was a legendary bike, and I still remember riding it in my early days. It was a proper crotch rocket, you can say. In the right state of tune and in the right hands, that thing could literally fly. So it was actually bought by my father for me when I was just about 19. Exactly when I turned 18, he had picked it up for me as a first gift for me, because he knew I was into bikes. And although he still regrets that decision, which I'll tell you why later, but it was a superb bike, and I loved it to bits and pieces of it. Unfortunately, it was sold again by my father within a couple of months, because being in my teens, I was a terribly rash rider. Yes, I don't know if you would believe this, but yes, I was a terribly rash rider. And it so happened that I was riding out on the highway once, overtaking and weaving through traffic, and I happened to cut his car on the highway, which he saw, and he just literally sold the bike. And by the time I got up the next day, the bike was gone. It was so bad, and I had never cried so hard in my life, because that's a mistake that I regret doing, because you don't get to see those bikes so frequently. Owning one of those is literally experience in itself, because those were the bikes of the yesteryears, man. I mean, those had so much of power, so much of raw power. There's nothing to hold you back, and you know, the thrill, the rush of the sound, it was just something else. Then so I didn't give up on my journey, you know, but I still kept bugging them for a new bike, because by then I had gotten into college. So the next bike in line which I picked up was the Pulsar 150 DTSI, Bajaj the Pulsar, and it still looks good, okay, by the way, considering the fact that it was in 2003 2004. Back then it still looked good. And yeah, I used it for almost 15,000 kilometers, done a couple of mods over it, like bigger tire. Yeah, those were the trends back then. Me and my friend, we had swapped the rear tires for bigger one. He had a 180 section on this Pulsar 150, and I swear it was, now when I remember doing all that, I feel embarrassed, because it is basically loading up your piston for unnecessary load. But yes, that's what we had done. And mine was a very fat 140 section tire. I think it was a King's tire or something, I don't quite remember. It was some Chinese company, but the tread was, it was a completely off-road tire, and it was fat, wide and tall as well. And the bike used to look obscurely hilarious. To be honest, I'll try to see if I have a photograph of the bike and I'll post it here in the video. But yeah, it used to look, I mean, I felt that it looked good, but now when I look at it, I feel that it used to look hilarious, man. And I used it for almost 15,000 kilometers. So my tryst with motorcycling has been very up and down since the beginning, because when I had bought the Pulsar, the first day itself, when I took the delivery, my friends decided that we should meet. And then, you know, I think I should just stand up. And then they impromptu decided that no, let's go to Bandra and, you know, just go for a quick ride. So we went there, and my parents were pretty possessive and, you know, kind of scared back then because I was very young and they didn't want me to do any stupid shit. But yeah, we ended up doing it any which ways, and we went to Bandra, and my parents were just calling me, and I had kept the phone on silent. I didn't realize, and they were set in a total state of panic, and there was too much of chaos around back at home, and I didn't know a single thing about it. And by the time I reached home there was already a war waiting for me. So yeah, you kind of do these kind of stupid shits when you're young and when you're into motorcycling. Rather, when you're young, you are bound to do some stupid stuff like this, but then yeah, these are the kind of things that give you very good memories to remember. Like back then when I faced the brunt at home, I was pretty scared shitless, to be honest. But now when I remember it, I kind of feel like laughing, because from there to here it's been a very nice journey, and I've traveled the depths of the country on different bikes. I've taken the bike, my Ninja 650, across India all the way to Bhutan and back as well. So yeah, that was my second bike. Then came the third one, which was first generation R15. I used that bike.